Stop scrolling. This is not a coincidence. You've been sensing it, haven't you? That feeling that something has been pending over your life. A breakthrough, a release, a promise long delayed. You're not crazy. You are not imagining things. Heaven has been holding back something with your name on it. But now, the transfer is beginning. This is not a general word. This is targeted. This is for you, the chosen one who's been praying in secret, fighting battles no one sees, and carrying silent burdens. You've watched others get blessed. You've seen doors open for people who didn't even pray as hard as you did. But heaven has its own timing. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." The delay wasn't denial, it was preparation. What God is about to release into your life requires spiritual maturity, discernment, and readiness. This isn't about money falling from the sky. This is about a divine transfer of influence, resources, and spiritual authority. The enemy fought hard to block it, but what's held in heaven's storehouses for you is being dispatched, and you need to stay spiritually awake to catch it. In this video, we're going to reveal why the transfer was delayed, how heaven is releasing it now, and what you must do to align yourself for this once-in-a-lifetime shift. Stay with me to the very end, because the next few minutes could be the difference between missing your moment or stepping into a destiny shift that impacts generations after you.
Why heaven delayed the transfer. Many of you have felt forgotten. You've been faithful, obedient, and yet it seemed like heaven was silent. But understand this, delays in the kingdom are often divine strategies. God isn't just a promise giver, He's a master planner. The Israelites waited 400 years in Egypt, not because God had forgotten them, but because the fullness of time had not yet come. Sometimes the transfer is delayed because the vessel isn't ready. You've been in a refining season, a process where God was detoxing you from pride, impatience, and distractions. It would have been dangerous for you to receive the blessing prematurely. Proverbs 20:21 says, "An inheritance claimed too soon will not be blessed at the end." Another reason for the delay was the resistance in the spiritual realm. Daniel 10:13 tells us that the angel bringing Daniel's answer was delayed by the prince of Persia for 21 days. Your prayers have been heard, but there has been spiritual warfare over your transfer.
The mechanics of a heavenly transfer. When heaven releases something, it often starts subtly. God works in patterns, not random bursts. Think of Joseph. One day, he was in prison. The next, he was standing before Pharaoh. But in reality, every step had been orchestrated. A heavenly transfer could look like an unexpected opportunity, a divine connection, or even a sudden spiritual download of wisdom and ideas. What you must understand is that transfers happen in the spirit first before they manifest in the physical. Luke 6:38 says, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap." Notice it says will be poured, implying a transfer, a movement from one place to another. God is shifting resources from the hands of the unrighteous into the hands of the faithful. But this isn't a passive process. Transfers require spiritual sensitivity. You must discern when a conversation is more than just small talk, when an opportunity is more than just a coincidence. This is the season where every little detail matters. Be intentional. Start each day asking God, "Lord, show me where the transfer is unfolding," because it might not come wrapped the way you expect. It might come disguised as a problem that only you can solve, a door that only opens when you knock persistently. How to align yourself for the transfer. Positioning is everything. When Elijah prophesied rain after a long drought, he sent his servant to look towards the sea. The servant had to be in the right direction to see the cloud forming. For you, alignment starts with obedience. Are you doing what God last told you to do? Sometimes the transfer is held back because we abandoned the last instruction. Stay rooted in prayer. This is not a season to be casual about your devotion. Early mornings, secret place prayers, fasting, these are the weapons that fine-tune your spiritual antenna. Forgiveness is another key. Unforgiveness is a spiritual blockage. It clogs the pipeline through which blessings flow. Release every offense. Let go of past betrayals. The transfer is too valuable to let bitterness rob you of it. And lastly, be a giver. Transfers often require a trigger. Your generosity creates a divine transaction. It's a principle that heaven honors. When the widow at Zarephath gave Elijah her last meal, it unlocked a continuous supply during a famine. The ripple effect of receiving the transfer. This transfer isn't just for you. God is moving through you to bless others. You are a distribution center, not a storage unit. When Joseph received authority in Egypt, it wasn't just for his elevation, it was for the preservation of his family and an entire nation. Similarly, what God is about to place in your hands will ripple across families, communities, and even generations. Expect new levels of responsibility. With transfer comes stewardship. God doesn't bless to inflate egos, He blesses to fulfill purpose. Your influence will expand. People who ignored you will suddenly seek your counsel. Doors that were previously shut will swing open without you knocking. But stay humble. Stay grounded. Remember that the transfer came through God's grace, not your merit. Document your testimony. When the transfer manifests, share it. Your story will ignite faith in others who are waiting for their turn. Stay awake, chosen one. Chosen one, you are on the brink of a supernatural transaction. Heaven has authorized the release. The storehouses that held back your portion are being unlocked. But you must stay awake, stay alert. Distractions will come. The enemy will attempt to divert your focus at the very moment the transfer is arriving. Don't fall for it. Remember, the disciples almost missed the transfiguration because they were heavy with sleep. Don't be spiritually drowsy in this critical hour. Keep your ears tuned, your eyes open, and your heart sensitive. This transfer is not just a blessing, it's a mantle, a calling, a responsibility. Handle it with reverence. Steward it with wisdom. And above all, give God the glory. If this word has stirred something in you, don't scroll away. Like this video, subscribe to Truth One Verse 101, and stay connected. Because in the coming days, God is about to reveal more keys that will unlock what's been hidden. Heaven is transferring what was held back, and it has your name on it. Stay expectant, stay vigilant.